sometimes a technology will come into this space and raise a significant seed round without a product. If a competitor comes into the market and they're able to raise 11.5 million before they have a product, but we have raised 7.3 million over a 2.5 year period, and we're out of traction, but our margins aren't great, we will start to get the feedback that, well, we don't want to invest because the margins aren't there. But you've already got the traction, you've got the team, you've got the passion, you've got the entry level to make the higher margin at the next level. How are investors really making that decision to take a bet at a huge value and give a giant valuation before you even have a product versus a valuation that's being based on your trailing 12 months was 1.5?
This is a fantastic question. And here's what I have gathered and how I would answer that. As soon as a founder presses the go button and they're on the clock, they have to perform. And if they don't perform, it is very likely that they're going to end up in what I'll call no person's land. You haven't hit your milestones. You don't have enough money to get to the milestones because you were kind of floundering and weren't at product market fit. And so we sometimes do see that even though a company has over $1 million of revenue, they might not be growing fast enough. Or you're talking about margins. Maybe versus similar companies, those margins are much worse than what we would expect to see. Or there's something about the traction that even though there is traction there and there is a product there, there's not enough proof points that trajectory is one that we have to see from a VC perspective. I always say VC wants to see a business blow up, and it's going to blow up bigger and it's going to blow up to zero. And so companies going like this, which are like plus 10, plus 20, plus 30% year over year, like they're just dead in the water, unfortunately. If a company hasn't pressed go and it's still a hope and a dream, the sky's the limit to what a VC can imagine. And I know that sounds crazy, and it probably is to a large extent, but I see the same thing.